Council's Affairs Division, of course, she became the Deputy Registrar Admissions. Of course, she said she was the first Deputy Registrar, female first Deputy Registrar for TASU. Please let us clap for that. Please once again help me to welcome Ms. Adebowale Azeezat, Deputy Registrar, Management Service and General Admin. You're welcome, ma'am. It is high time for you to, fed us from your fountain of knowledge. Thank you.
Good afternoon, dear colleagues. ANUPA. My name is Azeezat. Adebowale. I joined the then Traditional College of Education in September 1999. After my training at the establishment office, I was posted to the registrar's office as the personal assistant to the registrar and administrative officer of his office. There, clerical and secretarial duties for the optimal achievement of the office. I operated as the secretary to all meetings of the registrar. I have, during my little time, because I spent close to 2 years, I was opportuned to work with 2 registrars in the then College of Education, Traditional College of Education, before we became university. In year 2001, August, I was redeployed to College of Vocational and Technical Education as the school officer. There, I was responsible to the registrar through the dean of school on the day-to-day running of the administration of the school officer office. I was the school secretary to the board of studies and other school committee set up by the dean of school or central administration. Again, in January 2004, then we were preparing, the school was preparing to become full-fledged university. So we have a school named Graduate Studies. I was equally deployed to graduate studies to be the school officer. What I was doing in School of Vocational was what I was doing in graduate studies. But the only thing was that I was attending to students that were affiliated to other universities. You know them with an NCE. So in 2005, April precise, the School of Graduate Studies was scrapped to give way for full university. When the School of Graduate Studies was scrapped, I was posted back to the establishment office, where I stayed for some months before I was redeployed again to Igbepa, pre-degree and degree foundation science units as the program officer. I was there. Also, I was the unit secretary to management board, because pre-degree and degree foundation, we have a management board chaired by the vice chancellor of the university, and other committees set up by the unit coordinator or the central administration. In 2007, I was redeployed to College of Science and Management Services, Cosmos. I stayed for about 2 months before I was reposted back to Academic Affairs Division to head Senate Affairs Unit. I was in Senate Affairs Unit as the head of units, where I was responsible to the registrar, to the deputy registrar, academic, for the day-to-day administration of the Senate unit. I was responsible for the dissemination of Senate decisions to appropriate quarters. There, I operated as clerk to Business Committee of Senate. We are the secretariat at the Senate meeting. We represent the deputy registrar on some issues and some matters. Again, I was in the committee of Student Disciplinary Committee, Examination Malpractice Committee, representing the Deputy Registrar, Academic Affairs Division. Again, in March 2011, I was redeployed to admission office within the same division as the University Admission Officer, where I coordinated university admission processes and I ensure that they are in line with the Joint and Matriculation Board and University Senate guidance on admission. I represented the university at the meetings on admission with Joint Admission and Matriculation Board, and also related with the board on behalf of the university on matters related to admission. I'm the secretary to the, I was the secretary to the Central Admission Committee meeting. I was the secretary, University Admission Screening Planning Committee. I related with the public, especially prospective students and their parents, and guardians on admission matters. The unit also interfaces with ICT on all admission processes. The unit performs data analysis of students under my supervision. Then we have licensing officers that relate. Before in JAM, we normally make use of spreadsheets. We pick the best, the merits, catchment, and code. Then you generate a data that will be sent to JAM for their admission. In August 2018, I was redeployed to Council Affairs Division as the Deputy Registrar, Council and General Admin. Then initially there was 3 units under the welfare, council units, and courier services under the division. They are coordinated that we have that as a personal order, we have courier services, ventures, units, then general admin services. In the courier service units, what brought about courier service units under general, it was that vibe to make it a central mailing system, and they want mailing system to work perfectly. And because of that of officers, we were going out of, office assistant cadre going out of reach. So they decided to now make it a central naming system where we have 7 zones that cover the whole university. The zones, they are media and corporate relations division, house here at this building. We have human resource management, general office, that's the second zone. We have admission division, general office, that's the third zone. We have cost marks zone. We have home zone. We have cost zone. Then we have the social zone, house in corporate. Going to get this system. The main administration and management system that is handling of incoming and outgoing from different offices within the university for proper collation, sorting, arrangement. This is done solely by the Korean service unit. And so far so good, we've not been experiencing missing bills or what have you. It has been smooth running. Then to the other units under the division is at supervising the training of the various offices. There too we have contractors handling various portions of the university, dealing with various buildings and the environment. And you can see now that their job is better than before because there's now proper money on that. They have to do their work. Both of the job with the and the system. Then I go to ventures unit. Ventures unit is a business unit. They have a director that assists to the running of the unit. Under the venture unit, we have the university guest house, we have the water factory, we have the block making industry, we have the bakery, and so on and so forth. But they have directors that handles their work. That supervises everything. We have directors there. They are just a unit under the division. And we have what's it called? Officer there. The describe management services and gender. I want to say that so far so good. For me to excel in all the various offices that I've worked so far as an administrator, I made professionalism, efficiency, loyalty, integrity, coordination my motto. Even as a professional administrator, you have to be on top of the job. You have to plan ahead. You have to know what and what to do. Immediately you are given an assignment, you don't just go to play. You have to go through it. Whom am I to apportion this? How am I going to go about it? That has been my style. I planned ahead in order to make time frame. Give it to an assignment. I now develop this confidence that no matter how serious it is, by planning, by looking for what information, we can get it done at the right time. That is my goal. It's not getting assignment done that matters to me. It's getting it done at the right time. Because at times you will delay, and by the time you finish, it won't be you've already messed up with the time frame. And you know the various offices, they have been very challenging. You can't be in admission and not be up and doing. You cannot be in Senate and not be up and doing. Even in this new division, I found out that some units people are not doing their work, like the training aspects. I called them to order, we had a meeting, and immediately we set an agreement on how to run, how to do the right thing. So I am loyal to the institution in whatever I do. I do them wholeheartedly, selflessly, and I don't joke with my integrity. I don't. I cannot trade it for anything. Because I'm something to back just to be cool. I'm so sorry, I'm step on so many toes. But I have to protect. I communicate any official documents, information to superior superordinate. Like people that work with me knows that I like teamwork a lot. If any assignment comes, I will call. Please come, let's have a meeting. How do we go about this? So I communicate to them. And if there's an information that can affect the university or that or is important, I go straight to the registrar to pick that information. When I was the admission officer, there was a case of I discovered that we were doing admission at tertiary. Anytime I post on the day, the following month when I open my portal, I'll see that we've done another admission. I was like, okay, what will I do? I was a bit confused. Can I call because I work directly with the ICT people? And they said, I cannot do. So immediately we were able to know that there's something wrong. I went quietly to the vice chancellor there and I begged him, Oga, please, this is what we are going to. Don't tell anybody until we are able to get to the bottom of the whole thing. And to God be the glory, the group students that were responsible now interchanges results too. That was how everything looked open. They were like, obìnrin tí o mọ kọ̀ǹpútà ẹ̀ báwo ló ṣe mọ̀ pé wọ́n ṣe kọ̀ báyìí? Just smiling within myself. That's one of those things. Then in additions too, our quota, we always meet up with our quota with JAM every year because of our due processing. We go there, we present as when due. So JAM was always ready to increase our quota. There was a particular year, and I was so interested. I said, please, I want to see the names of university with their quotas. And I discovered that we know they are specialized university. OSU happens to be a conventional one. Our quota with OSU has just 500 numbers different. I was like, how? They said people are doing the right thing at the right time. Then again, there was this issue during my tenure in admission office. There was this time they said all students must have admission letter. My registrar was the student affairs officer then. So we started collating. But I was going through because I like going through files. Because that was what those two registrars taught me. They taught me how to go through files, how to search them. So I was going through files and I saw that my former boss there has written more than 2 occasions. So and me too have written that this is not our fault. And I said, okay, JAM now told us they generated those students that they want to give admission letter and they told us the amount to pay. Because of maybe the interpretation, they wrote the check in my name. When I got to JAM, I went to those letters, the former letter, and I said, I want to see the director of admission. When I entered, I said, how can I help? I said, I have a challenge. This money, they're giving me, but I believe it's not everything we have to pay. He said, why? I said, can I do this? I started showing those letters that we presented this to this class. It was the 4th of Jan. He now called the previous officer handling our because they change them every year. When she came, she saw me. Immediately they saw those letters. She was like, this woman again. She now said, yes, it was true. Do you know that because of that singular thing, the school was paid back 1.6 million? Actually, so when I came back, I went to tell the registrar because it got to a stage. I was now moving from one location to another. The VC will call me. If I got to stage that the registrar cannot give me approval for me. So the registrar said, go and tell the VC to your effort. I explained everything to her. So I now wrote to inform that money because it was written in my name. So now I communicate, that means that anything that happen, any information, I make sure that I communicate to my superior and subordinate that will handle it. It's very vital. Kò ní dà pé wọ́n máa fẹ́ sọ pé wọ́n kan kó máa bójú tó. But if it's all of us, gbogbo ara mọ̀. So if anything goes wrong, gbogbo ara ni máa jìnà. That is my side. So, but still, I maintain the fact that administration are to be seen, not to be happy. I don't like talking. You cannot come to everything. Then in addition, I told them, I don't want to see other staff in addition of your text. Because it happened. They didn't even call me. The issue was just handled by the DC and the coordinator to deal them. So by the time the DC called me, I said, I'm on my way home already, man. I'm in Adebowale now. I said, go and enjoy your weekend. So later when I called the officer that the thing affected, he said, aunty, go tell the thing so fún wa láti jẹ enjoy me. I told you, owó kékeré, but everybody knows about that story. So please and please, let us as an administrators, let us be seen, not to be happy. It's very, very vital. Because this is Azeezat that can attested to it. When we were in Senate, there was a particular time the VC was like, any decision, what you got at, they were like in the class, we started smiling. Now at the end of the day, we later got to know that we cannot hear anything from us. That is why we are called administrators. So in all coordinations matters, it's important to allow for shared responsibility, because if you don't call your people along, one of our way on go and dash share, like I said, if you believe that you can dash share, I believe so much in. So, and I believe everybody is being paid, so you must work. That is it. Observation of each other's. Then when we are observing each other, we will know this one we can use, this one we cannot for a particular assignment. When I was in, I will be talking more about transition because I spent close to 8 years there. I was opportunity to work with 3 vice chancellors. So all my staff, they know me so well. I don't see any staff as junior or senior. I relate with them equally. I give them assignment that they can perform. There, clerical hands has on several occasions handles admission office because we are given assignments. We are given assignment to go and coordinate UTMA UTMA exam at Ososa and again at Jaguye. And we are just 10 in number. So we just say, okay, 4, go, Mr. Kaledi, go to Ososa. I will handle here. Then we now need 1 staff at the office because in my own time, you have to know everything that is being done in navigation. Even computer operator or secretary, you have to know everything. So that if they call, at times there will be emergency, one of the IT officer might be absent. You see me asking the clerk to go around, and the clerk will do so beautifully well. So, other works and the ability to aid in improving performance. That helps us to build the performance of the work. Because I did do it alone. I carry others along. There is no how we will not step on each other's toes. Fine. I step on so many toes in order to achieve. We know it's an assignment and it's very, very important. When you are on hospital, admission is like an hospital. We will work in the office till late in the night. We will continue at the guest house and the visits. All of them, they always be on your neck. They will call you, Alpha, in the morning, they will ask, give me another assignment. I'll just ask myself, go and sleep. Then go to the office and visit to do the assignment. So there is no how I wouldn't have prep on people's things. So I'm choosing this opportunity to say so sorry if I have stepped on the toes. I'm very, very sorry. Please pardon me because of the duty the assignment has. Then again, when we have frictions, we resolve it at the table. That has been very good. People will talk, Oga, should I can at times I've been adamant, but later I was there. Okay, let's continue as for taking pleasure. So I will not be quiet. But I want to give you this course that I will use, that I keep reading, that I keep writing. Alone we cannot do. Alone we can do so little. Together we can do so much. Please let's invite others. Talent wins games, but teamwork and intelligence wins championship and also build trust. You should trust each other. Even if peradventure somebody is doing what you want, this is a conversation. Let that trust be there. Because on several occasions, the people at the end of their term, there was a particular time that one of the officers was reported at the police's office. The student went to report her that she stood up, that she abuses them, she talked to them anyhow. The listener called that my officer and called the official officer. I went there. I was there defending the officer. The listener was so mad at me that she sent me out. I should get out of this office. I can't come here and be surprised because I know pressure of work and you know our students the way they behave. I cannot go there and stand and crucify myself. I may be standing by you that much shaking you, but believe you me, whenever I have an opportunity to meet my organs, I will always tell them, don't do like that. That's why you can say, I'm back up on law, it's between me and back up. Not because in order for that person to take charge and to put aside. So it is literally true that you can succeed best and quickest by helping others succeed. Please try to help others out. Help others in your little ways. Okay, this person will know she's not that up, so that the assignment you can really assist for that person to carry out the assignment. And we too, we should try to synergize. Don't say we're going to go. There's a way we rise. Then go to your fellow colleagues, exchange ideas. By now we have friends, we have other friends, we have colleagues that we can relate so well with. Please, this thing I'm a bit confused. Let me go through. This is how to present it. You know, at the end of the day, when you send it out, you are sending it out in your own name, not in that of and the success of it belongs to the attention.
Please let us clap for her again. Yes. While she was feeding us from the content of our knowledge, our own register, maybe Oga, Mr. Dakosi, came in. Yes, he has been here before. He took permission to join the meeting, so he came back. Of course, while our guest was giving us you know, should I say, our experience, our deputy registrar, human resource management division came in. Please let us clap our hands for Mr. Adebowale. Of course, our international man in ANUPA, our own Taga, a one-time national secretary, ANUPA, of course, a one-time chairman, ANUPA, national PRO, ANUPA, of course, deputy registrar, the Islamic College, Mr. Adebowale. At this point, I want to ask the registrars So, question and remarks, contribution. Maybe the registrar will start pointing people to ask questions. Okay, the chairman has one. ANUPA. Acquisition for service. ANUPA. Yes, I want to appreciate my PR for that excellent delivery. But I want to ask for the matter, how do you feel when they call you Okolobo dead? No, Okolobo as the only female president of Okolobo. How do you feel when you are being promoted to that heavy position as the deputy head registrar in the university, as the only female there among the men, how do you feel as deputy registrar? That's just the question I have for you. How do you feel there? Any other one? Jimmy, what did you say? Okay. Okay, sir. Yeah, thank you very much. The lady on the hot seat, our dear Oga, thank you for all this that you shared. I want to ask maybe just two questions. I have the privilege of working closely with you, and so my questions will be a little bit, just take it like that. Yeah, there are different perceptions of you. Before coming close to you, I have a different perception of you. And when I work close with you, I also have a lot of changes in my perception. Some say you are too principled. Some say you are too critical. Some say you are strict. Some even say you are nice and generous. Some say you hate insincerity and you hate deceit. I even say, some say you are fashionista and simple. All right. If I may ask you, who is Miss Azeezat Adebowale? One question. Question two. I attest very well to your team working spirit. I know that very well. And your crave also for perfection, at least almost perfect, if not perfection at work, because of your diligence. And then I also see another part of you. You are very empathetic. You give concessions a lot. I want to ask, at what point, as an administrator, should there be a demarcation in using empathy? And you want diligence at work? I don't know if you understand, you get what I'm trying to say.
Can you be principled, straightforward, strict, and still be empathetic?
God bless you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Anyway, listening, protocol. I want to appreciate our speaker, Miss Azeezat Adebowale. I really want to appreciate you. Personally, this is the woman. She has really brought out the administrative personnel in all staff that they are privileged to work with her and are privileged to be one. The question, Pastor Omowoga, that one of the questions he had that missing and principle is a principle and being at the same time, pathetic. Yes, she is. Yes. I was the first point of contact in Chashie. Being a clerk then, I was posted to admission office. Honestly, I couldn't enter the office. From the start, I was giving my posting letter. I was supposed to know one of two staff, and then, so from the staff office to admission, I met like maybe 5 or 6 staff. Where are you posted? Admission office. Ha! Where are you posted? I no walking along again. So what happened there? No problem. God will see you through. Another person again. Where are you posted? Admission office. Yay! I was like, what is the problem with these people? Why are people shouting? And they will not explain. They will not tell me this is the reason. When I got to the center phase, I climbed the staircase as if I should come down. I got to the admission office. I stayed outside. I didn't go inside. I was only late. I was home right now. They said everyone was in yeah. I called my husband and he said, go now. The person did not carry fire. Maybe he wants to drill you. Maybe he wants to help you. Maybe he wants to bring out the skills in you. Just go inside. Sincerely, he prayed. Because I was scared, my husband prayed. I said, go inside. I went. To cut the story short, she's somebody that doesn't want any laziness, like a school attitude to work at all. She doesn't want that. She brings out the best in you. When she was leaving the office, I told her, because every one of us, we have to. But I told her, I said, man, though you are not so friendly in work, you really bring out the best in us. And I really appreciate you for that. We fight a lot. She can send you 4 work at the same time. One day I asked, Oga, which one do you want? Mrs. Andrew was sitting with her there. She said, go to this, go this one, go this one. I said, ma, which one is very urgent? What for purpose you want to share? Oga she said, come on, just one. I said, yes, ma'am. So she would really give us, the best in us. I want to appreciate you with this. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. I want to appreciate our guest for today, Ms. Azeezat Adebowale. She has been a wonderful person. It's not because I'm seeing her. Though I have not gotten an opportunity to work with her one-on-one, but she's one of those people, those are our guys that we respect so much. Not only because she's the first female deputy registrar, she encouraged us in ANUPA. Most times when we are going for training, she will be the first person to tell us, no, no. She will be the first person to tell us that, no, no. And then when she has to go with us, she will encourage us throughout our program. And I want to give it to her, Madam. Well done very much. Thank you very much for being there for us at that time. She is indeed a silent achiever. You will see her moving in all those divisions she worked in, and then we have good reports about her, and we continue to look forward to continue to benefit from you. Thank you very much.
Yes, my deputy registrar. Yes, I would say I had the opportunity to work with you when I was still in management service and then of course, quickly say working with you has been a challenge because you gave room for one to use one's initiatives and of course try to do things in new way as long as one is not going far away from achieving the goal quick. I want to thank you that for that now. Now my question is, all these offices you've been, which of them would you consider to be the most challenging one? That is one. And of course, if you have the opportunity to change anything in that place now, what would you do? And what is that thing you change? Presently, if you have the opportunity to change anything in that office you said is the most challenging for you, so what will be the things you feel you put in place? Thank you. Okay, maybe yes, maybe that will be it. Since you're no longer there, what would you advise the person that is there now that you feel should be put in place? Thank you.
Thank you. How will I start? Well, let me start from the first person, our chairman. Yes. When I became the first female deputy registrar, I felt so elected. But at the same time, I was growing. Like, how can I be the only female? Now, yeah, I was so I was not praying, to have a faith in me so that we can at least. So I started praying. Unfortunately, it didn't come. So again, see another one student, I started praying, God, please, God, please, I started encouraging, but to God be the glory. Another female deputy registrar joined the team. And I'm still praying that we still have more female deputy registrar. I think we should do ratio, keep it on 60-40. Should be 90-10. Yes, it's true. This is the person. I don't know. I ate this, and I can be kind to a fault. Let me give you a scenario. There was a particular staff in admission then. First week, we didn't see the staff. Second, third. The third week, we were the one now panicking. We were calling and we reach out. We now started thinking, who are our friends? How can we do it? So the fourth week that we were able to get the officer. Because I have one principle. What I will do for A is what I want to do for B, C. I don't want to do something for A. When it's the time of B, C, I'll not change. But I know I've worked with people and they know that is my program. So at the end of the day, you can see, I give votes. But the moment I got to know that you were lying at Fajomamu on level, I will stand on your head. They know me for that. They know. And what over in court, I see that scenario in maybe and the foundation. There's a and close to here. He started doing that. One day now calling, come now. Ọ̀gá what happen? Àwọn yòókù nǹkan wọn ló ó lọ̀gá ẹ̀yin lẹ fẹ́ rí ìdáyà o. Ẹ má jẹ́ ń da iyẹ̀pẹ̀ sínú gàrí. Wọ́n ní ẹ̀kẹ́ pàdé. He did it so. The following day, he did the same thing. I just said, give him free. We waited in the chain. Following week, he did the same thing. Give him another plate. We didn't send it to Jabin just to scare, but he wasn't scared. He told me, my second governor, my shaking, I was just looking. So, at the end of the day, he keeps doing that. So I was lost. And I told the unit coordinator, I said, it's another POD. I said, okay, this is this. And I wrote that letter and I forwarded it to the staff. This person failed to give all our correction. What should we do about it? The next thing this officer did was to write a rejoinder, tarnishing my image straight to the vice chancellor. So that day, I took permission from the unit coordinator. So when I wanted to go somewhere, I couldn't make it. I came back to the office. By the time I came, I was in the office. I didn't know where all the officer was. So when the unit coordinator came, there was a PO and left. So I now went to open the general office to search out. Then I saw that letter that he wrote about me to the vice chancellor. It was a very 30 letter. I was so shocked. I was just shaking. I just screamed. Oh my God! PO, what happened? Did you see snake? I said, this is more than snake, sir. See what is? Oh my God! I said, if we go, we can't stop it. And I went to, we have the deputy registrar and secretary. I've been reporting it to Adebowale. So I now went to show Adebowale to take time, write a rejoinder. Yes, that thing almost cost him his life. And the officer that I sent letter to that did not work on that my letter to was good. So that has been the stand. I cannot, so many things happen, but me, I have empathy. But the moment I hate being like, I hate it to passion. But there is something that I usually say. There is nothing like the things that you have done. So, and thank you, sir. I enjoyed working with you. Despite the fact it was just a short. Thank you for the conversation. So, what is it? Well, I'm just a simple person. Nothing much, nothing less. Just a simple. Oh, everybody's my friend. Everybody's my friend. Somebody has once told me, if you don't expect someone to marry and take me to close my back shape of the world. And you close my face, please pardon me. Wait, sit time never was then to admission office happens to be where I faced a lot of challenges. But I was able to surmount it, right? Through teamwork. So I will advise the person there now to complete that teamwork. Let your officer know what is going on. Carry them along. Don't hide anything. Don't keep anything to yourself. Because the officer can contribute so many things. Or guys, they can actually that they thinking and people believe that come because I can ask questions. I don't ask so many questions from junior ones. Welcome. How do they do this thing? So let him please embrace this teamwork.
Okay, sir.
Now I'm the comedian. I want to make some jokes and concerning you. You invited us to a party in Lagos. You remember? The only one that the party that invited us that we traveled about that we could not even see you. We spent almost 8 hours on the road. But because of the love people have for you, we attended the party. But nobody has ever done it to this way. Like you have done that, you have made a record.
I'm so sorry. It wasn't my own doing, sir. It wasn't my own doing. We were built to go on Jerusalem pilgrimage 6 months before my mother died. They keep shifting. I was even the one that picked 40 days for my brothers and sisters abroad. Because if they know I would be around, they will not come. I say that. Because my other sister, Oloyibo, she doesn't know how to arrange party or something like that. So I picked it thinking I would have gone because it's just a 10 days program. Unfortunately, they just called us and said we'll be leaving a week before this.
That was on the lighter note. At this junction, I believe Adebowale has one or two things to say now before. Yes. Hello. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We thank God for this another edition of this program. First, let me thank all of you for all you did during the last registry day. I want you to give yourself a we had a very good business and one thing that I later found out was that the organizer did not invite our colleagues from the academy and bursary and he came calling to accuse me that how can we have such a program, such a beautiful program, and they are not invited. Dr. Kusara personally called me to say that he felt slighted, that people from his own department not invited, because we later heard that the topic of our discussion was very relevant to the entire university system. And if you listen to Professor Sulaiman, she was also making a very good point about the lecture. And when we finished and we got to Vice Chancellor's office, he said, the first thing he said, hey, man, so many people, and this is how I'm going to start dealing with, see, jokingly, he was trying to pass a message that the lecture was very interesting, not only that, and he learned from it. Well, I will definitely take it from that end. The next one we are going to organize to be a better one. ANUPA, we are also expecting you to come up with one very soon. Okay, I think this morning. Yes, something is coming. That's good. Well, that one has gone. The ANUPA program, the one we are having now, well, we've been having it and people have been coming on board to share their experience on the job. Just listen to one now. Well, the remarks have been there. Just listen to them, including the outside job experience. Somebody who will be in Jerusalem and organize a party. Who will go, they will eat, they will drink, but he didn't report that without seeing the celebrant. Let me give you a particular one that happened when I was a student.
You know, as students, on weekend like that, we'll be looking for what we want to eat. And we'll be finding out where do we have parties. I was in the State College of Education there. So we consider ourselves into a lot of U2 professionals. When we get to yeah, all right. When we get to we got a particular party. It was Madame Adebowale. You know, Mama. She organized a party. So we went to that one. And we enjoyed that party very well. So we now left the party. We went to another one. When we got there, we didn't know they were celebrating wedding. And so when we started at the party, said we are guests of local from Lagos. Unfortunately, you know, we are meeting. They wanted to give us drink. Somebody now said, "Hey, I didn't know who I'm there." Said, "I'm look at it with you." In fact, we were drinking. So, I thank God that your own was not like that. Madam Azeezat, thank you for the experience you have shared during this program. People are asking questions from the YouTube. Our guest today is highly appreciated for being responsible. The only problem with her is that she doesn't believe in purpose. That is becoming an intractable issue for the university. Don't know what that means. What can we do to enhance our business at Castle? That is Barrister Umbanjo Ololade business. So what we are making progress. And I think from what we've been hearing from our guest speakers, we are really gaining more knowledge about our job. And not only that, we're also getting prepared for the responsibility, the bigger responsibility that is always ahead of us. We want to believe that we all have what we call our job schedule. Not only that, we have to perform those duties. We also have to put in a human angle. That particular aspect of our job is important. When you are doing the job and you are not pleasant, people cannot relate with you. People cannot, move closer. People are driven away because of fear of she's not approachable, she's not there to listen to you. Yeah, or he was this or that. Because whatever we are giving the job to do, we must put in the human face. That makes the job done easily and quickly. And then when we do the job too, we should also expect that our bosses that give us this assignment are expecting from us the level of attainment. We just have to be aware that the university has expectations. And what makes it done easily is the team spirit, the teamwork. That spirit of togetherness to get the assignment done easily. They have told us about the fact that she believes in teamwork. Somebody who spoke attested to that. Somebody said she speaks, but she's also empathetic. And that was the question we had. How can you be strict and at the same time be empathetic? I think that takes us to another level, which we have been talking about, diplomacy in administration. Although we have crossed to discuss that several times here. Why some people believe that well, diplomacy exists but it should not be encouraged, because the thinking in that perspective is that when you put diplomacy too much into the official business, you will definitely be suppressing the principles of administration. But at the same time, you cannot shun people away totally without applying a human relations. Okay. So when we do our businesses, we should try as much as possible to marry all those aspects of it makes us a better administrator. When people know that you are approachable, when people know that yes, this is the right of let me go there and ask. It's not good. Administrators are employed to solve problems. The reason why we are employed here is because we have some issues to resolve on behalf of the university: admissions, academic affairs matters, protocol, council, PG college. Wherever we are, college officers, there are people who will come with one problem or the other. Administration itself is resolving issues, solving problems. Somebody applied for a job. He's coming to find out if he has been shortlisted. Yes, anxiety in him will want him to come around. And he gets to you, the deputy registrar, HRM said, what is getting what my business is that. That kind of explanation is not in good spirits. Or somebody wanted to collect transcripts, and then he's somewhere. Although some of these calls can be very frustrating. Somebody will call you 12 midnight, and then 1 a.m. 3 years to ask you that his transcript has not been processed, and you'll be wondering, but don't forget that, you see, it may be out of depression. Somebody has paid for visa, he has paid for this, has paid for that. The only thing that is holding him back is the transcript. Please make because it is at that time, in particular, so please, the only thing you can say, please, you can check the time. Please call me back to time. But not that you now begin to to increase the depression. You increase just try and be solution to people's problems. Wherever those things are coming from, you should just try as much as possible to be that. That's exactly what the testimony that people have brought to the table today about our speaker, and also said much about how passionate she has been on the job, especially when she was in admission office. The story she narrated the other time, I remember, yes, we had a serious fight over it. He did not only talk about it. I was a student at Affairs Officer. The issue of, and who was with me, the issue of JAMB registration and regularization started when we were there. And my office and our office have to collaborate. We have to work together. There was a particular day we were coming from Abuja. We entered the same plane. And, she was not supposed to be on my seat because we are together. We were just need to sleep. Unfortunately, when the aeroplane, I think it was peace. Airpiece. It was when the plane was taking off, it had a very bad takeoff. I just saw her holding her leg. And me, I was just doing like initially, when she was moving, she was just moving closer. At that time, I was also afraid. In fact, everybody in the plane we were afraid. But later on, when the thing stabilized, we all did a sign of relief. And you know what he said? He said, I want to add the password. They will begin to tell different stories. But you see, that was because of part of the hazard of the job. If anything happened on that day, different stories will have. So the particular story he was talking about, we knew they have submitted regularization for those students. And she was insisting she wanted to do a fresh one. It also it was about the time I was leaving office. I wanted to go on sabbatical at the University of Lagos, and I have to hand over to Secretary Adebowale. So one of the things I instructed him to make sure that the university does not lose funds through these double payments. That Azeezat is insisting she has paid, I mean we have not paid, and we are insisting that we are paid. It was she was doing that innocently. We are very sure of what we have done. So the vice chancellor then invited us and we said we have paid, we have done this, and she said we have not. So unfortunately they paid the money and they gave her the check and she went to Abuja. Let me say this. Ordinarily, if you want to corner that fund, she has the opportunity to do so. And it's about 1.6 million. If he doesn't want, what I'm trying to say in essence is that particular money that she took to Abuja, it was written in her name. When he got to the JAG office, it was later on she now used her own initiative to go to the officer in charge to find out if they are actually. Whereas I have instructed the man who took, I think we were going to Enugu, where they accepted our. No, it was after we now went to Abuja. He called me back that they have accepted. I said, therefore, let's be looking for what Azeezat will bring from Abuja. So it was later he now called me to say that she has returned the money. But let me tell you, if she had not returned the money, we would have known that she took the money on her own. So if you are doing anything and you think some people are not watching you, you are just deceiving yourself. She will have spoiled her hands. She will think nobody will see her. She will spend the 6 million naira, but I want to tell you that something will have happened because we will have insisted that she took that money. So she just narrating the story how she got the money back to the university account. So please, we have to be very careful how we perform our duties. And when we are doing that, we have to bring in transparency to it. Do not think that at this moment, we come about here, when you told me information, lower, so that we will keep marching, especially those of us working in IDR related offices, admission, vetting board, academic affairs, especially academic affairs. Also in the PG college, we also, we have every department in City College, we have admission, we have academic, we have the exams and economy. So, and then in the colleges too, we have a lot of things that we can reflect on when it comes to handling university assignment and putting in transparency. Integrity is number one thing in administration. If you don't have integrity, you cannot be a good administrator. Because if they don't trust you, they won't trust your inputs. And if you are writing and you are suggesting to management, once they see your paper and they say, who is writing this? They just put it there. So please, whatever we are doing, Wherever we find ourselves, we should put in integrity first. Once you are an administrator and you have integrity, I want to tell you, you have everything. Once you are trusted, you can be trusted to anywhere. At times when we want to do postings, when they mention some people's names, they say, you get So I think those are things that we have learned today, that we need to put integrity in whatever we do. We also need to put human face whenever we find ourselves taking the saddle. And of course, being energetic. Don't say because I'm a woman. That is a job meant for. In fact, our society is a gender sensitive thing, and so that is where we believe to say, one day we've had the first thing, woman thing of student affairs. Very soon we'll be having student affairs officer who will be a woman. Okay, they said yeah. Yes, whether you are a male or you are a female, you need to work anywhere. Yes, a woman can do it. A woman can do it better. After all, we have women working in the units. So what is the essence? If you can work in the unit, why can't you work as the head? So, if you are talking about courtesy, maybe there are female courtesies. So you also go at when I was a student affairs officer. When I was a student affairs officer, there was a particular incident. Some students, they said they wanted to have a party. I don't know whether that's not here. They want to have, I think it's called that, because the title of the party is not what they can, because of the camera is, they said they want to have a party. And look at the dress code, braless, pantless, spark. When you are putting on spark, and you go braless, and you go pantless to a party. So they printed the invitation card, and we got a copy of it. Then Mr. Munro was the student affairs, and I was the student affairs officer. You see, when we got that, and they were to have that party at the convert. When we got the name of it, we also arranged for the police, and so we went to convert. The gates there. The first bus came. All of them arrested, taken to Igbeba. The second bus came. All of them arrested, taken to Igbeba. The third, I think you are the vice president of the I don't know. Yeah. And when we got to the police station, and we were just checking our steps, you can't imagine. Pantless, braless. And I told my team, I said, please, we will not leave these ladies in the police station. Let's not take their list and then let them go. Because how can we be people that are not wearing pants, not wearing bra? The police. So I hope you understand what I'm saying. So sincerely speaking, we pleaded. And we said that if they are going to be here, then we have to be here with them. Because they are local parents. Regardless of their level of misbehavior, we cannot abandon them at that level. So we insisted, and our prayers were answered. So we took their bail, and they all went. The second day, they now asked them to come with their parents. So there are some aspects of the job in student affairs that women will do it better. Even counseling female students on improper dressing. If a man is to counsel a female student, the story will change. Okay, here who they bet. In fact, there was a time they told somebody that So you can see they are trying to, water down the essence of the job. But if it's a woman that is carrying out that assignment, it will be more serious than when the man is accusing the lady of indecent aggression. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think we want to appreciate all of you for your time, and then thank our guest speaker for this beautiful moment. Thank you very much.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want to quickly inform the world that I traveled last week to Abuja for ANUPA national. Part of what we discussed there is how all members should be certificated, because the house now is passing our bill, and you know the meaning. The meaning simply means anything about ANUPA now will be money. If you just move straight from all this, we are paying all this 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 to go straight to about 100,000, 100,000. That's purely professional work. So, and we are now getting there. So please, if you don't have certificates, if you don't have, see us and let us know. It is better we discuss, see the secretariat, see the salvation to discuss with the people as a start. We can work it out on time. That is the first thing. The second one, we are planning ANUPA week. Roughly October, November, we want to have a week program to right management. And part of what we are planning is we are seeing the PRO is working on getting a ceremonial proof for ANUPA. That every time we have an outing or we are doing something, we be in beautiful, one accord. That anywhere we go, they go, this is our food, and we are being contented. So please take time to let the man take your measurements so that we can get it done. We are doing this so that by that October, we will not be saying it is the goal that is great us. So let us do everything we can. And the last one I want to comment on is to appreciate you. Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, it's in our tradition that today we pick our next guest.
Yes, thank you. I also forgot that despite the fact that we have not arranged that they will work on this paper. And our next speaker will be no other person than Adebowale. He will be taking up in the month of September. Last Thursday in September, my Adebowale will be here to share experiences to us on government, yeah, appointed where Portugal comes from, what I will not appoint the government. It is the fact.
Yes. We've come to the end of the program today. Okay.
You said you are sharing the love prize for us.
I should also say this. Let me also appreciate the speaker for today. We know what we are facing now. Despite the fact that she had her plan, she had everything done. She even called me to a meeting, we discussed our plan together. The only thing that to change the whole plan is what we are expecting is not done. And that is not done, no other business.
So please manage the jollof biscuit. Please let us take the school anthem. Let us take the school anthem before we go. The school anthem, please.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. God bless you.